Hello, young adventurers. Today, we journey back in time to ancient Persia, a land of grand palaces and powerful kings. Here we meet Nehemiah, a kind and thoughtful man who served as the king's trusted cupbearer. One day, Nehemiah received heartbreaking news from his brother Hanani about his beloved city, Jerusalem. The walls of Jerusalem were broken, and its gates had been burned down, leaving the city vulnerable and sad. This news filled Nehemiah's heart with deep sorrow. He couldn't bear to see his people suffer. Join us on Primview Channel as we discover how Nehemiah's faith and courage changed everything. Nehemiah turned to God in prayer, pouring out his heart and asking for guidance and strength. He prayed for days, confessing his people's sins and seeking God's favor for his plan. He trusted that God would help him, even though the task ahead seemed impossible. After much prayer, Nehemiah began to form a brave plan to help his people rebuild. It would take immense courage to approach the powerful King Artaxerxes with such a request. One day, Nehemiah appeared before King Artaxerxes, his sadness evident on his face. The king, noticing his trusted cupbearer's sorrow, kindly asked, "Why is your face sad?" With a quick prayer, Nehemiah bravely explained Jerusalem's plight and asked for permission to rebuild. To his surprise, the king's expression softened. He granted Nehemiah's request. He even provided letters of safe passage and timber for the rebuilding project. Nehemiah began his long journey to Jerusalem, accompanied by guards and supplies. The journey was arduous, crossing vast lands under the hot sun, but his determination never wavered. Finally, he arrived in Jerusalem. But before telling anyone, he secretly inspected the ruined walls at night. He walked through the rubble, seeing the brokenness firsthand, his heart heavy but resolute. The next day, Nehemiah gathered the disheartened people of Jerusalem. He shared his vision, how God's hand was with him, and the king's support for their great task. Initially wary, their faces slowly transformed, showing hope and determination. With renewed spirit, they enthusiastically declared, "Let us start rebuilding." But not everyone was happy. Sanballat, Tobiah, and Geshem, hostile officials, began to mock them. They ridiculed the builders, trying to discourage them and stop their important work. Nehemiah, however, responded with prayer and encouraged the people to keep working. The Primview Channel logo reminds us that even in challenges, faith can guide us. The threats from their enemies intensified. They planned to attack Jerusalem. Nehemiah devised a clever plan. Half the men would work, and half would stand guard with weapons. It was a remarkable sight, builders laying bricks with a trowel in one hand and a sword in the other. Guards patrolled the walls day and night, ensuring the safety of the workers and the city. Their unity and vigilance were incredible, showing true teamwork and dedication. But challenges weren't just from outside. Internal strife arose due to economic hardship. Some wealthy people were taking advantage of the poor, causing injustice among the community. Nehemiah, a true leader, addressed these issues, calling for justice and generosity. He reminded them of God's laws and the importance of helping one another. The people listened and agreed to stop exploiting each other, restoring peace and unity. Despite all the opposition and challenges, the war was finally completed in just 52 days. It was an incredible feat, a testament to their faith and hard work. Their enemies, Sanballat, Tobiah, and Geshem, were disheartened and defeated. They recognized that this great work had been accomplished with the help of God. A grand dedication ceremony was held for the newly rebuilt wall. The people celebrated with great joy, music, and sacrifices, praising God for his faithfulness. Ezra, the priest, read the law to the people, reminding them of God's covenant. This day marked the restoration of hope and faith in Jerusalem. A new beginning. Nehemiah's story teaches us about prayer, courage, leadership, and perseverance. It shows us that with faith, we can overcome any challenge and achieve great things together. If you enjoyed this inspiring story of faith and determination, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the Preview channel to help us grow. We bring you more inspiring stories from around the world. Thank you for watching.